This here next song is a story about the fellow that was hitchhiking away down in southern Nevada. Along come this big, long truck loaded down with potatoes. And the trucker put on the air brakes and pulled over to the side and said, "Jump in, son. Throw in your bag and the one you're carrying." And he said, "Where all you been, son?" Well, he said, "I've been everywhere, man," and that's the name of this one. I was hitchhiking down along the dusty when a mucker load. Along came a transport truck with a high canvas covered load. If you're going to win a muckamuck, with me you can ride. I climbed into the cab, I settled down inside. He asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand. I said, "Listen, bud, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man, I breathe the mountains here, man. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere." "Where you been?" he says. "Oh, let me see now, a couple of places. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, South Dakota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Matamala, Paloma, Durango, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Manitoba, Warren, Kalama, Delaware, Colorado. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountains there, man. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere." "Is that right?" he says, after a long pause. And I says, "Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Calabasas, Glen Rock, Halifax, Little Rock, Argus, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chippewa, Spirit Lake, Grand Lake, Other Lake, Larder Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountains there, man. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere." This truck driver turned around again to me and said, "Look, buddy, if you ain't Hank Snow, don't you ever shut up?" And I says, "Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Omaha, New York, Newark, Costa Rica, Utah, Montreal, Springfield, Bakersfield, Shreveport, Hackensack, Cadillac, Fond du Lac, Devonport, Idaho, Mexico, Argentina, Diamantina, Pasadena, Catalina." See what I mean, Jack? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountains there, man. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere. Then this truck driver turned around again to me and said, "Look at here, buddy. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of you talking about all these United States cities and towns. I'm a Canadian truck driver, and I want to hear a little bit of the North Country for a change." "Well," I said, "there's always North Bay and heading up into northern Ontario to places like Temagami, New Liskeard, Haileybury, Cobalt, Timmins, Ansonville, Kirkland Lake, Cochrane, Capas, Casing, Hearst, Geraldton, Beardsmore, and the Lakehead. And heading from Nipigon down 17 into Scriber, Marathon, White River, Wawa, and Sault Ste. Marie. Heading eastward from the Sioux on 17 to Thessalon, Blind River, Elliott Lake, Manitoulin Island, Espanola, Sudbury, Cache Bay, Sturgeon Falls, and back to North Bay. Heading down south now on number 11 to Huntsville, Bracebridge, Gravenhurst, Aurelia, Barrie, Aurora, Newmarket, and even Stouffville, and another town we all know well called Toronto, Plattsburgh, Albuquerque, Colorado, Winnipeg, Rexburg, Vicksburg, Colorado, Laramie, the Alamo, Chattanooga, Vancouver, Jasper, Nebraska, Alaska, Palaga, Caribou, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, Dodge City. What a pity, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountains there, man. I've traveled, I've done my share, man. I've been everywhere. Well, this truck driver looked at me again and he said, "Don't you know nothing about the Maritimes at all, boy?" Yeah. He had the audacity to ask me, of course, you Newfoundlanders wouldn't understand that word. That's a big word I learned in Skinner's Pond School, Prince Edward Island. Didn't really mean that, you know, but I had to say it anyhow. Yeah, he says, "Don't you know nothing about the Maritimes?" I said, "Look, mate, I can tell by the big spuds in the back of your rig, you must be a spud picker from Prince Edward Island. I can tell you that much about the Maritimes. You must be friends with them there blue nosers from Nova Scotia and the New Brunswick herring silkers. Not to mention anything, of course, about them squid jigging lads from over Newfoundland. Now, the run of the towns in the Maritimes goes like this, bye. There's Moncton, Chatham, St. John, Campbellton, Grand Falls, Sackville, Newcastle, Fredericton, Charlottetown, Summerside, Glace Bay, Annapolis, Spring Hill, Sydney, Manchester, Glasgow, Antigonish, Windsor, Truro, Gander, Bonavista, St. John's, Stonebrook, Quarterbass, and Mister. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts fair, man. I breathe the mountains there, man. But there's just one place I haven't been. Tramp on the gas and roller, man. Soon we're gonna be there, man. Soon we're gonna be there.